to the channel. We are live. Trying to get situated a little better here. I'm using this phone holder tonight because I'm trying to charge the phone at the same time. So what is everybody up to? It is Sunday night. Football is over for the day. And if you're rewatching this, be sure to jump forward to 2 or 3 minutes. This channel is about sobriety and where addiction took me and how it destroyed my life and how I've rebuilt my life, and here I am. So what up, Ezekiel? Let me make sure we're on the right message one. What's up, Thomas Kimmel? How you doing tonight? I'm doing well. It's a good day of football. We play the Lions tomorrow night. I don't know, guys. That higher draft pick is sounding kind of nice right now. Why you mad, Ezekiel? What happened, bro? What happened? How you doing tonight? So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Sunday football is in the books. Guess we'll start off on some football tonight, huh? And the games went pretty well, in my opinion, for the most part. Man, them Cowboys, though. How'd the Raiders do? I didn't... That's all right. They can still lose next week. I'm honestly more concerned with Denver, Kansas City. Oh, did you? That's good. Congrats on a win, bro. Yeah, I'm more concerned because Kansas City's supposed to be resting a bunch of their starters. And I don't know, they might still beat Denver even with resting some starters. I'm not sure. Much as I don't like Kansas City, it's a winning organization. They know how to win. What's up, Cubed? My favorite team is the 49ers. I'm a 49er fan forever. So Ezekiel says, I have a question for you in the chat. Let's hear it. L Dog 15 says, me and my dad's favorite team is the 49ers too. That's right. Yeah, I love me some Niners. Tell me if I can pay for it. Pay for what? What are you talking about? You can definitely drop a super chat. The Bills are good. They're having a hell of a season right now. So playoffs are going to be interesting. Yeah, there is no OnlyFans. That's a good one. Oh, man, I'm really sorry to hear that, Thomas. I'll definitely keep him in my prayers, bro. Hopefully he caught it early, you know? I don't even mess with ramen noodles anymore, Ezekiel. If I had to choose, probably beef. Little Ant one. What? Not blood related. 78. Still fit. I think she's... I can't help you there, Simeon. I don't know. I can't help you with that. But back to football, though. Vegeta says, me like vodka. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hopefully they caught it early, you know? Yeah, I haven't been in jail in a long time, bro. I don't eat bologna anymore. That was something they gave us a lot of. I still like peanut butter, but the peanut butter out here is a lot better. But the ramen noodles, like making a spread or something like that, I don't do it. I haven't done that in well over a year now. Like every once in a while, I get the urge to throw down on a spread, but uh, the food out here is so much better than even the best spread. Uh, what did you go to jail for? My controlling case was a possession for sales charge out of Los Angeles County. And you can smell me, huh, Chili? Wow, that's amazing. Wow. That's great. Why don't you stop talking? How about that? Anyways, so yeah, good day of football. Just need what's up, Brooklyn? Yeah, Miami needs to lose next week, and Denver needs to lose next week, and the Bengals need to win to get in, and then the playoffs will be interesting. I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Were you buffed back in the day? Says Mr. Wonderful. I don't know about that. I was fit for sure. When I paroled, I was probably about 10% body fat. Was working out a lot in there. But I think Chili and Eli wants some attention. I am Broken Bobby. Hence the name. And this is Broken Bobby's Transformation. We talk about sobriety is the main thing with this channel. That is fine, but anything about him smoking is no one's concern, so stay away from him. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Sexy Latina. Are you ready for the 99 and the 2000? Oh, I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. I gotta work on, if you're referring to New Year's Eve, I gotta work, so it is what it is though. What's up, Victor? How you doing? So, but yeah, the football was interesting today. The Colts got beat. That was good. Now we're just waiting on next week to see what happens. I think if the Bengals get in, though, even NFL Network's talking about it now. That's the team nobody wants to see make the playoffs because they're dangerous. Joe Burrow's on fire right now. So is Jamar Chase. T. Higgins. I mean, those guys are almost unstoppable. If that defense plays halfway decent, they could definitely make a run. And I wouldn't even be mad. I think Joe Burrow's incredible. Now that gritty that he did, I don't know though. I was yeah, that's my wife, Ezekiel. Have I ever threw a spread for the homies? Yeah, when I was in the joint, definitely. Definitely. Out here though, no. People would much rather have a couple of pizzas or something than that stuff. You know, when you're eating institutional food, those spreads taste pretty good because there's like a lot of sodium, like it's like the salt in it, I guess. You know what I mean? There's flavor. In the real world where you can go eat whatever you want to eat, Carl's Jr., In-N-Out, Pizza Hut, whatever. I'm lost on the spread, to be honest with you. Like it's not it, you know. So do me a favor, guys, hit that like button if you would. What does throw a spread mean? Says Ezekiel. Basically, it's the top ramens, and then you it's something you do in jail. You make the top ramens, you like mash up some chips or something, or maybe some cheese puffs, or uh, whatever you want to throw in there. In prison, like we had like the dehydrated beans you could put in there and stuff like that, and it was pretty good in there. But the alternative was eating the institutional food that they served you, and that stuff sucked. So, what do you say? Have you ever tried peanut butter in top? No, I haven't. No, I haven't tried that one. Hey, I appreciate you, Herb 916 in the house. Um, I remember I was in LA County once, and this paisa was doing a spread, and he hooked me up. And I remember he was squeezing oranges in there. Uh, and I was thinking, man, that's different, but I was hungry. And he's like, you want a little bit, amigo? And I was like, hell yeah, I want a little bit. And that was like, appreciate that, Ezekiel. That was like one of the best spreads I ever ate. But most of the time, it's just a camaraderie around getting together with the homeboys, throwing a soup in or whatever, or a bag of chips. And, that's what makes spreads special in there, What's up, Migs? Says, peace from San Diego. Shout out to San Diego. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, that's what makes it better in there. I think it's the camaraderie of getting together with the homeboys and getting your bowl and just breaking bread with the homeboys. So hey, I appreciate that, Cubed. Yeah, I believe I definitely have. Russell, what is wrong with you? You just wanted some attention, huh? All right, well, now you got it. Something's wrong with you. You don't know what you're talking about. Besides, that kind of shit don't even happen in California, or at least not on the GP where I spent my time. Um, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Especially when you get, 10, 12 homeboys together. It's definitely a either a garbage bag or the bag that the canteen comes in. Although that's more of a county jail thing. Like in prison, we got canteen in paper bags. But, you could get bags from like the porter or whatever. And yeah, we've definitely done that. So, how's everybody's Sunday coming along? What's my type, Russell? That's where it came from. California is known for your type. What's my type? Believe me when I tell you, I am nothing like the person that did time. Like I'm a whole different guy these days. So if you're stereotyping me as somebody in the prison system, it's not me now. So we go live. Get new people. It seems like every time you go live, you get new people every time. Yeah, and that's good. That's a good thing. We want to get the word out. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. The channel's based on sobriety. I talk about different topics though, and it's about my addiction, where my addiction took me, and how I got clean. Now I'm maintaining my sobriety. So I'm stereotyping you. Wow. Sounds like we got a cell soldier in the house, huh? Talking shit. Well, Russell, maybe one day you'll get clean and become a better person. Weirdo. Uh, hey, I appreciate you subscribing, Christmas Powder. That's that's good stuff, Migs. He says that's cool, man. Good for you. I've been off H for 6 years. First time viewer. Well, I appreciate you, man, and congrats on your sobriety. That's an amazing accomplishment, you know. When I was active in my addiction, I never thought I would get sober. And here I am, you know, like I got 20 years under my belt now. So that crystal really had me, had me in the worst kind of way, you know. But you know, we do recover, right? How strong was prison wine? It depended on what you got and who you got it from. Some people could make like that white lightning. That stuff was expensive though, like $20 a cup, but it would knock you on your ass, you know? And then other people would make more boo-boo type stuff that was cheaper, but you know, I drank a little bit here and there, but for the most part, like I maintained sobriety while I was in there because it was like super active at that time. This was 2004, 5, and 6. Um, and like the riots popping off, like always something going on, tension on the yard, you know, and had to keep it together, you know. Cube says, how did you get over your addiction? Well, I went to rehab a couple of times. Uh, hey, thanks, Migs. I went to in-house rehab a couple of times and I walked out. Eventually, uh, you know, I ended up in prison, and uh, you know, I seen the prices in there, and besides that, like I said, it was real active at that time. Like there was always some shit cracking off. So I didn't want to use for that very reason, just to be, you know, to be sharp, so that if something did go down, I'd be ready. Because you know, I ran with the wood pile, and woods don't really have numbers like that. So like you got to be on your A game. If something cracks off, you got to be ready. And if anything is clouding your judgment, you're probably going to end up wrecked. But then when I got out of prison, I was sentenced in August of 2004. I paroled in like late January, early February of 2006. And when I got out, I asked my parole officer to go to a in-house rehab, and he told me I didn't need it, but I went anyways. And like I just never looked back. I ended up going back to school and doing a bunch of positive things to keep me moving in the right direction, you know. Mr. Wonderful says, did you ever rough up anyone up in prison? Yeah. Herb says, I saw your video about not using inside prison. To be honest, being spun out in a 9x9 cell doesn't sound very fun, especially if your cellie didn't use. Sounds, yeah, exactly. And I seen people like lose their shit over it, you know, and like think that everybody was out to get them and all this stuff. And like, yeah, just it wasn't it when I was in there. And you know, there was H in there too, but that was never my thing. Like I wasn't into doing the black. So like I said, I would have a little bit of wine occasionally, some Pruno. Uh, uh, Most of the yards I was on, like I was pretty well connected amongst my group. So a lot of times I would get stuff on the strength. Like I didn't really spend money on that stuff. Like if it wasn't readily available, like I wasn't interested in it, you know. That's I've seen some people in the county jail, they don't help with medicine or anything to deal with the withdrawals that I seen anyways. Um I seen some people with some sick withdrawals. Thank you for that question, Ramona. That's a great question. Uh, New mod said something, but I guess that was a BS comment. Uh, yeah, and that's great to hear. Congrats on that, Migs. I appreciate it, and I'm glad you found the channel. Uh, how do you get Yeah, it really was. Like I can't tell you how many times I went to the county jail and promised myself I wasn't going to use when I got back out, and shit presented itself, and sure, why not line it up. So, did I fall behind on the things here? Uh, no, I can't say I have, Mr. Wonderful. Come out of the terrorist watch list. The amount of people that come out on the terrorist watch list is incredible. Yeah, I've heard that. Uh, it's not a BS comment. I worked in homeless shelters and seen it for myself. What do you mean? You seen what, noob? The amount of people that come out on the terrorist watch list is that what you're talking about? Okay, I didn't say it was a BS comment. I don't know what you're talking about. I do believe in God cubed. I think without him, who knows where I would be. He definitely looked out for me on more than one occasion. I can tell you that much. And I feel like the only reason I'm still here is because of him. And I feel like he kept me around to spread a positive word and try to help people with getting over this addiction epidemic. Islam is in the prison system, noob. Yeah, there's definitely people that practice Islam. Hong Kong Sports says, "Hey, bros, what's up, Hong Kong Sports? Do I believe in miracles? Absolutely. Oh, we got jokes, huh, Hong Kong Sports? I look like a Temu Santa." Just arriving, right? Because it takes like 6 weeks. Wow. Does America have the same thing? Because they are the majority gang. Who's the majority gang? Did I miss something there? Yeah, you can do whatever you want, Hong Kong Sports. No, you're good, Ezekiel. Hope everything is going all right. Yeah, they're definitely in there, noob. So, some of those guys are about as savage as you're gonna find. Very peaceful until it's time not to be. And prison in California is a very dangerous place, very violent. So, all right, Reds. It looks like you're gonna get a timeout. Personally, yeah, you're gone. Looks like you got timed out twice. Good job, Reds. Is it gay to shove stuff in your fart box? Not in the California system, especially when you get up on those higher levels. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff getting stuffed up there. You got to get those knives out to the yard. How do you think they get there? Yeah, right, Herb. Man. Yeah, no, that's definitely a real thing in California prisons. Appreciate you, Hong Kong Sports. I knew you were all right. I had to deal with my drunk uncle going What did that say? Fuck, I'm jumping around here. Going on the family group chat saying he was going to beat my ass and seeing him attack the rest of the family. It's been hard for me to the past couple years or so. Well, hopefully that gets better, bro, and that you can work that out, you know? If you join, that's fine. If you leave, you dead. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're green lighted and not for prison gang politics, but because you left the religion. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't. Hey, I appreciate you hitting the like button, Hong Kong Sports. Yeah, yeah, I'm not real familiar with that noob, but I know with a lot of the organizations in California, it can be that way, you know. Hong Kong Sports, HHS. That's what we're gonna start calling you. I've subscribed and smashed the like. Not ready to be mod yet. Just saying before you ask. So, okay, I'll take that into consideration, HHS. But I do appreciate you. What's up, Fabs? How are you tonight? So, what do you guys think about the game, the football today, in this week? Some pretty interesting games. I think I might have won some money on my pool again. I don't know. We'll see. We got to wait for tomorrow night to finish up. But I'm doing all right, Fabs. Glad to hear you're doing well. So I'm also on TikTok, guys. Do me a favor and go over there. And if you're on TikTok, check me out, Broken Bobby 72. My videos over there are a lot shorter. Oh, you're a Seahawks fan. Okay. Did they get eliminated? I thought next week against the Rams was for all the chips. I didn't know they got eliminated. Oh, that I was pulling for you guys against the Rams. Yeah, the Washington game was good. This week in NFL sucked, bro, says HHS. Excuse me. I watched Splinter POV. I hope he knows of your channel. You two are pretty similar and equally as interesting. Hey, appreciate that, bro. I'm aware of Splinter and POV. Yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, I was shocked by that one, honestly. Giants come out and drop like 45. Like, where the hell's that offense been all year? And do they not want the number one pick? It seemed like they were right in line for that. I mean, my Niners, we've already been eliminated from the playoffs. So, like, we got the Lions tomorrow night. Honestly, I'm not expecting much. And if we lose, it won't hurt my feelings. If we lose the rest of our games, it won't hurt my feelings. It just means we'll end up with a better draft pick because that's all we're playing for at this point. I mean, I'm not saying they should tank because I'm always going to pull for them and hope for them to win. But, you know, if we lose both and we end up with like the number 8 pick, I wouldn't be upset at all. Because that better draft pick, we could end up getting Trent Williams replacement at left tackle. And, you know, shit. Okay. Yeah, I thought they were going to be playing for the division next week, the Rams and the Hawks. I was kind of looking forward to that one too, because I don't want the Rams to win the division. I mean, I want the Niners to win the division, obviously, but since that's not possible, I didn't want the Rams. But that is, man, this year's turning out crazy. I think, watch out for it. I'm telling you, Bengals sneak in as the wild card. They're going to be the 2006 New York Giants, taking down the almighty Mahomes and everybody else in their way. Few things need to happen for them to get in, but you know, yeah, that's what it's looking like, you know. And man, I don't want them to get that 3-peat. People can say I'm a hater. I'm hating. Oh, okay. How you guys doing up there? You guys been getting a lot of rain, haven't you? I've been seeing like tons of rain. Northern California, Oregon, Washington. Yeah, same here, Cubed. Same here. Why'd that message get restricted? Did it? Did it? Yeah, I've been seeing the forecast. Looks like a lot of rain. I'm not sure if we're playing in San Francisco tomorrow night against the Lions, but if we are and it's raining, you might as well sit Brock Purdy. You might as well sit him. That dude can't play ball in weather at all. That's sacrilegious right there, HHS. 2 inches of rain today in Ohio. I seen there was a bunch of extreme weather in the Midwest this morning too. I clicked on the Weather Channel for a few minutes. Tornadoes and shit, you know? You be safe out there, Ezekiel. That's a lot of rain. Definitely. All right, guys. So if you're new, be sure to subscribe. Also, if you're on TikTok, check me out, Broken Bobby 72. Got a bunch of stuff up over there too. Most of my stuff over there is shorter stuff. So if you're into the shorter videos, you probably enjoy that. I'm trying to get the numbers up so I can go live over there too. Cube says, all my friends like the Chiefs and it gets annoying. So that's why, yeah. And of course, Ezekiel. Yeah, it's funny how that works, you know. When a team is doing well, when we were heading to the Super Bowl last year, all of a sudden everybody was rocking Niner gear, you know, and like I laugh at it because now we're out of the playoffs. I see people in the market wearing Niner gear. I say that's a real one right there. But you know, when we're 14-3, number one seed heading into the playoffs, you know, everybody's wearing that stuff, you know. Yeah, and they don't. No one ever covers Travis Kelce, says HHS. Chiefs, the fix is in. Yeah. The King says China or India. I don't know. Why would I pick one or the other? I don't know. Vegeta with the OnlyFans again. No OnlyFans, but you can become a member of the channel. You can hit that join button and select a tier that you want to be in. So that's my YouTube OnlyFans. In fact, my 5th step to sobriety is up members only right now. So if you were to become a member, you would get early. Yeah, you're gonna have to go look somewhere else for that, Vegeta. But yeah, that 5th step is up. It's gonna be dropping Wednesday morning. If you're not a member. Oh, is that right? Oh yeah, because they've never won a Super Bowl, huh, Ezekiel? He says if the Bengals win, it will be a national holiday on the calendars, meaning no work and no school on that day. Yeah, the Super Bowl, right? Yeah, and the Raiders got a W. It seems like the teams that are in the mix for that top overall pick, none of them won it. Because like the Raiders got into a spot where they were going to have the number one pick, then they won, and then Carolina got in the spot, then they won. Like it's just they're tossing that number one spot around, and these teams that need a quarterback, you know, I mean, I would never want to see my team tank on purpose, but at the same time, you know, like you're making business decisions. You're not all you're playing for is draft position, you know, like just like the Niners are at this point. So HHS says I'm gonna cheer for Russell Wilson in the playoffs. Let's ride. Yeah, Pittsburgh looks pretty good this year. They're kind of hit and miss, to be honest with you, though. And I think I don't know if Russ is the long term solution there. I don't know if Justin Fields is either. To be honest with you, they need to get a long term quarterback solution over there. But I do like their coach, Mike Tomlinson. That guy's got like 20 years without a losing record. That's a pretty incredible feat. Um, I don't think there's a bunch of coaches that can lay claim to something like that. So, uh, yeah, I seen it too, Ezekiel, and shit, I can't remember who did they play. They played. Was it Miami? They played. Was it Miami? They played like they had the backup quarterback in too, just like the Browns did, and like they couldn't score. Like they looked horrible. Like they're trying to jump in the driver's seat. HHS says Vikings will choke. They always do. You know what? They play the Lions for that top spot uh, next week, and I don't know, man. I don't know if they will or not. I was thinking the same thing because I know they've had a couple of those years where they're regular season champs, kind of like the Cowboys with amazing record, and then they get into the playoffs and fall apart. But the Lions are banged up pretty bad as well. Got a lot of guys on IR. Uh, I don't know. I think that's going to be a really interesting game next week. That's a late game too on Sunday, so I'm really looking forward to checking that one out because the winner of that game is going to be the number one seed, get a bye, home field advantage all the way. Loser of that game is the 5 seed in a wild card, and basically might get one home game, uh, maybe not even a one home game. So you know that's gonna be a really good game. I think. I know Darnold and Justin Jefferson are really like they lit it up today. I thought the Packers were gonna handle that. So it was a good game though. So yeah, it was an interesting day of football for sure. But yeah, next week's gonna be even more interesting. I think. I hope the Chiefs don't set all their starters because I want them to beat the Broncos. One of the few times I'm going to be pulling for Patty Mahomes. Uh, nah, I just watch NFL. The only time I really pay attention to college is when we start getting around draft time, and then I'll start looking at players' highlights and stuff. Like the draft is like a real big thing in our household. If I'm able to, I'll call off that day to stay home and check it out to see who the new Niners of the future are going to be. So, and if we end up with a really high pick, I'll probably definitely end up swapping a shift or something to be home for that. I think the Lions, we're going to play them tomorrow night, and I think they're going to beat the shit out of us, if I'm being honest. I'm still pulling for my boys, but um, I don't know. I think when Minnesota plays them week 18, I think the key to that game and the key to the Lions, honestly, is protecting Jared Goff. If they can get pressure on him, I think the Vikings can beat him. Just my opinion. Don't kill the messenger on this one, guys. All right. But Jared Goff used to play for the Rams in our division, and he's great when he's protected. If you can get that pressure on him, could be a whole different things, you know. I'm not sure for our game. There's some speculation they may rest some guys on our game, so they'll be ready for the Vikings. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm sure when they play When they play the Vikings next week, though, I'm sure every starter that's available will definitely be playing. Because, I mean, number 1 seed or number 5 seed is what it comes down to. And that would suck to be 14-3 and be the number 5 seed when you got all these 9-8 and 10-7 teams at 2, 3, and 4. Well, no, the Eagles are better than that, but yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to next week's football, but I want to see what it looks like tomorrow night. If we can get some pressure on Goff, it might be an interesting game. I don't know. Our offense just really stagnant this year with Brandon Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey and all them guys being out. So, and like I said, heaven forbid it rains in San Francisco. I think they're playing in San Francisco. If it rains, it's just going to be a clusterfuck. Brock Purdy just does not. Yeah, you don't think he's coming back? I think he's another one. He don't do very well when the pressure's on, when the heat's coming. Like, he's not very good at scrambling and getting away from it. But the defense looked promising for the Hawks this year, though. They definitely had some draft picks that worked out. But, new coach and all, it's in the process, I guess, for them guys. You know what, guys? I'm going to grab a refill on my coffee real quick and hit the restroom. Give me just a second. Do me a favor and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. All right, my bad, guys. My bad. I'm back. Yeah, that would be interesting to see Geno on the Steelers. Definitely. He had that 1 year where he was really good. But I don't know. He's a little bit older, too. So if Geno leaves and you guys don't draft anybody, who is it? Is it Drew Lock? Would that be the starter? I don't know what he's going to do. So anyways, yeah. That's football was good today. That's I guess what we're talking about today. I mean, obviously my channel is about addiction and recovery. So if you're new, be sure to subscribe and check out my content. But when I get on the lives, kind of talk about whatever's trending, whatever's going on. So And be sure to go over and check out my TikTok, Broken Bobby 72. Trying to build that one up. I got like 150 followers. I don't know. I think it's definitely a possibility, Ezekiel. But the thing about the Browns is like it seems like they draft, like they had Baker over there, and look at him now in Tampa Bay. Like not really, a little bit of UFC, a little bit of boxing, uh WWE, if you count that as a sport. It's entertainment, but you know, I watch that a little bit. The wife's a fan of WWE, so I check it out with her. um I don't really watch baseball or basketball much anymore. Used to be a huge baseball fan. Played baseball like uh, in my youth. What's up, Homer Simpson? How you doing? Do I listen to Elvis Presley? I like some of Elvis's stuff, definitely. Yeah, Elvis is cool. Are you lonesome tonight? The laughing version? Yeah. So do me a favor and hit that like button if you guys would, and share the stream. It really helps to get the message out. The channel is about addiction, right? And recovery. We're talking some football tonight, but the channel's based on addiction and recovery. Elvis can relate to that, I think. I think he had an issue with prescription pills, and that may have led to his demise. But he definitely had some good music, no doubt about it. He was way ahead of his time. So yeah, be sure to check out the TikTok though, Broken Bobby 72. Trying to build that one up. For some reason, I don't know. I think it's I'm not real good with the editing and all the visuals on my videos, so maybe that stuff tends to fly better. Right now it is 11:53. I'm in Cali. Cubed, where are you at? So yeah, I think next month I should get everything squared away with YouTube, and I'm going to try to make some shirts or something, make some merch for the channel with the logo on it and stuff. Oh, you're in Illinois, okay? Yeah, it's late over there, huh? Yeah, I work the night shift, so I'm nocturnal, I guess you would say. Uh, most people are up early, like I'm up late. Hey, if that's what you need to do, Cubed, I hear you, bro, and I appreciate you tapping in. Uh, always appreciate your comments. I think we'll probably do like another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll probably wrap this up here. Unless a bunch of people just jump in here and it starts going crazy, then we'll take it a little bit longer. But yeah, we'll go to like an hour. So if anybody's got any last minute questions, feel free to go ahead and drop them in the chat. We'll get them all taken care of. And then we'll get to wrapping this thing up for the night. I'll probably be back on again tomorrow night. I'll try to get on a little bit earlier. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll try to be on sometime after the football game ends with the Lions and the Niners. Have a good one, Cubed. You staying up? All right, guys. So remember, it's all about building a strong foundation in your recovery. Um, think about it like if you're building your dream home, right? You're your dream home. You want to build it on a strong foundation. That way, when the storms of life come your way, your shit just don't get washed away, right? um, and really, Vegeta, members, become a member. But, a wise man said, if you want to know what you're about, take a look at your friends. If you're serious about, getting into recovery and changing your life, you have to make some changes, and some of them aren't going to be easy. But the reward in the end is definitely worth it. So it's a great time to get sober. If you're thinking about doing it, you can do it. I believe in you. Thank you, Ezekiel, right? And Vegeta just got timed the fuck out. That's what happens when you're an idiot. Allegedly. So, any last minute questions? Remember, Broken Bobby 72 at TikTok. Go over and check that out as well. Give me a follow. You don't even have to watch the videos. Just go give me a follow. We're trying to get, I think you got to get 1,000 followers to go live over there. So, why is Broken Bobby scratching his arms? Because they itch? Are you insinuating that, oh man, nah, bro, come on, knock it off. And why are you yelling? Huh? Unlock those caps, sir. That coffee is good. So, I got to get rid of that word so from my vocabulary. It's such a filler word for me when my mind don't know where to go. So, I'm going to work on that. That's my New Year's resolution. What's up, T.A. Smith? How are you tonight? Excuse me. Tomorrow is Monday. Look at, I almost dropped the S word, but I didn't. Like I said, I'm working on it. There's always room for improvement. No matter where you are at in life, you can always do better. So, see, I dropped the S word right there. Didn't mean to. It wasn't a filler word, though. Like, it was leading from one thing to another. And I'm kind of rambling, Things are going well, TA. Hope you're doing well also. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out my playlist. I have over 300 videos, shorts, live streams, all that stuff up for your viewing pleasure. Broke Bobby got fleas. Wow. You got jokes, don't you, Ezekiel? I think everybody should have to post their picture. That way, if we're roasting, let's roast. But it's kind of hard to roast a E. I'm better than I deserve. It's been a long time since I have talked to you. Yeah, it's been a while, definitely, TA, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. That's really good to hear. So, anyways, see that S word, that filler word when I'm not sure what to say. I'm going to work on that, though. That's my New Year's resolution, not to say so when I'm trying to transition to something different. Miami needs to lose next week. Denver needs to lose next week. The Bengals need to win next week. And the playoffs are going to be very interesting. Mark my word. We'll see if it all happens. I don't know. It's not all in the Bengals' control. And I am a Niner fan, just for the record, if you don't know already. But my wife is a Bengals fan, and I think Mahomes is scared. And I think Josh Allen is scared too. Right now, TA, I'm hoping that the Bengals get in. If they get in, I'm riding with them. Yeah, I wish I could do that, Ezekiel. If they don't get in, I don't want Philadelphia to do anything. They hurt my quarterback a couple years ago. Yeah, I'd love to see what G looks like. As long as the refs play fair, says Sexy Latina. I agree. They need to continue to help the Chiefs so that the Broncos lose. And then we just need the Jets to go ahead and handle those Dolphins. And I kind of like the Dolphins. Mike McDaniels over there. Yeah, I could see that as well. Definitely. I think that the Chiefs are definitely the one to beat in the AFC. But I do think Joe Burrow could definitely make it interesting if they're able to sneak on in there. So I'm hoping that they do. I'd love to see a Bengals Rams run back from 5 years ago or whatever it was, 4 years ago, and let the Bengals finally get a chance to hoist that trophy up. That'd be cool. But I don't know. We'll see how things turn out, and then I'm really excited to see the Lions and Vikings clash next week. I think a lot of people are counting the Vikings out, but I think that the Lions are beatable. They got a lot of injuries on that team, you know. The thing about beating the Lions, in my opinion, is if the way it stands right now, yeah, I agree. Completely agree, TA. Did you see the refs with the Browns games today? No, I didn't watch a game. I was just watching what's that show? It's on NFL Network. It's like Red Zone or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see what we get, but it's definitely going to be an interesting week of football ahead. And I think whoever's playing those Lions, they just got to get pressure on Jared Goff. Yeah, and the way it looks in the NFC right now, I agree. Detroit is they just have too many injuries. Much like my team, there's just too many injuries. It's all piled up, and you just got to get pressure on Jared Goff, and he's an average quarterback. If you're getting the pressure, so he'll turn it over. He's Dak Prescott. He's much like most quarterbacks in the NFL, if I'm being honest. So, all right, guys. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up for the evening. We're almost at that hour mark. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Check me out on TikTok as well, Broken Bobby 72. Trying to run up the followers over there so we can do some lives over there as well. Yeah, McCaffrey and Bosa. I like Dre Greenlaw a lot too, to be honest. When he went out in the Super Bowl last year, like, it changed everything. Like, our defense was really doing the damn thing. And then when he had that freak Achilles tear coming off the sideline, like, it just wasn't the same. We fought, but we couldn't stop them. And that's, and Bosa's definitely one of my favorite players as well. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. I appreciate everybody tapping in. I'll see you later, Ezekiel. You have a good night, bro. I hope everything goes well with the family. Are you? Well, I'm a Chiefs fan this week. I want to see them beat the Broncos and give the Bengals a chance to get in there and show them what they can do. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up for the night. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. Go over and follow me on TikTok at BrokenBobby72. And like I always say, don't look at the mountain, just start climbing. I will be live tomorrow night. I'll be live tomorrow night, more than likely after the Niners and the Lions game. My daughter got me the shirt for Christmas. Shout out to Ramona. All right, guys. Don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing. Have a good night, guys. Wait for what, Ezekiel? All right. 3, 2, 1. I think the Niners can beat the Lions. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I think it's going to tell a lot as far as the Niners and the Lions tomorrow night, because the Niners can't score and our defense, especially in the fourth quarter, is garbage. So if we can keep it close, I think the Vikings are going to wreck the Lions the following week. But we'll see what happens, So anyways, we're going to try this one more time, okay? Hey, you have a good one as well, T.A. Smith. Appreciate you, Ezekiel, and everyone else that participated. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on TikTok, BrokenBobby72. We'll get back at it tomorrow night, and don't look at the mountain, guys. Just start climbing.